I'm Jen Clifford, and welcome to the Tankarium. Today we're going to talk about goldfish. Goldfish are one of the most popular species in the aquarium trade, and along with betta fish, they're often recommended as ideal pets for children and new fish keepers. If you've ever been to an elementary school fair, you've probably seen booths giving away goldfish as prizes. But the sad truth is, these prize fish rarely survive very long once we get them home. Are goldfish really a good option for first-time fish keepers, or are they simply doomed to an early death? What is the lifespan of a goldfish anyway? Well, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, the oldest recognized goldfish in the world passed away in 1999 at the ripe old age of 43. Tish, a common goldfish, had indeed been a prize at a school event and joined the family in 1953. This isn't an isolated event either. There's reports of other goldfish surviving well into their 20s and 30s. So the real question is, are these examples normal for goldfish, or did these folks just end up with some kind of freaky superfish? Before we can answer that question, let's take a second to talk about the different types of goldfish, because that has a direct bearing on their potential lifespan and care. Goldfish are native to China and have been domesticated for over 2,000 years, so we've had a lot of time to selectively breed them for unique and special traits. While there's over 200 distinct types of goldfish in the world, they can be separated into roughly two categories based on the style of their tails. The type most of us picture when we hear the word goldfish are the plain and hardy single-tailed fish. Single-tailed goldfish are strong swimmers and make ideal options for outdoor ponds. These include the common or feeder goldfish, the comet goldfish, and the beautiful calico shumbunkin. Fancy goldfish, on the other hand, have rounder, shorter bodies and double tails, so they usually can't swim as well as the plain types. Some fancies have other traits that make it even harder to swim or find food. Bubble-eye and pop-eye goldfish, for instance, are very delicate and need specific conditions to remain healthy. So, how does this impact their longevity? Most of the goldfish who have made the news for their long lifespan are the plain, single-tailed types. Fancy goldfish rarely seem to survive as long as the plain. Why is this? In general, plain goldfish are usually healthier, hardier, and can adapt to their environments better than fancy goldfish. So, they're easier to care for and harder to kill by accident. This isn't a hard and fast rule, since some fancies, like the jinkin and wakin, are as tough as the plain goldfish, but it's a good guideline to use. With proper care, your fancy goldfish may be expected to live for at least 10 to 15 years on average, while plain goldfish should be able to hit 15 to 20. So why do so many goldfish die at a young age, and sometimes within months of being adopted? The truth is, we often don't provide our goldfish with the environments they need to live a long and complete life. Here are the 3 most common mistakes beginners make when setting up a goldfish tank. Number 1, keeping goldfish in small aquariums or fish bowls. Now, goldfish vary in size depending upon their type, but the average goldfish can reach between 8 and 12 inches when fully grown. Some pond-raised goldfish may even approach 2 feet in length. So, despite the many pop culture references to goldfish bowls, these bowls are never actually suitable for goldfish. While you can keep a young goldfish in a small aquarium for a short while, being in cramped conditions causes them a lot of stress. Stress lowers their immune system and can actually make your fish sick. So, if you want your goldfish to live a long and natural life, you'll have to get an appropriate-sized home for them. How much room do they need? Fancy goldfish usually need at least 15 to 20 gallons of water per fish, and 30 would be even better. The longer, plain goldfish do best in spacious ponds, but if you opt to keep them in a tank, I recommend at least 20 gallons per fish, while 40 gallons would really be the ideal. That means for 3 common goldfish, you'd need at least a 120-gallon tank. Number 2, overfeeding goldfish. The next mistake goldfish owners often make is actually one that comes from the best of intentions. Goldfish are basically eating machines. They are constantly searching for food, and they'll eat anything they can swallow. It's very easy to overfeed your goldfish, and obese fish have health problems and don't live as long. As omnivores, goldfish need a diet that's balanced and contains animal protein and plenty of plant materials. I recommend using a good commercial flake or pellet diet that's made for goldfish. I only feed my goldfish once a day and give them just what they can consume in about 2 minutes. A couple of times a week, I'll offer a treat food like brine shrimp or bloodworms instead of their usual meal. If you're careful to avoid overfeeding or giving too many high-protein treats, your fish will be healthier and they'll live longer. Number 3, keeping fish in dirty water. This last one doesn't just go for goldfish. It's probably the most common mistake in the fish-keeping world. Since aquariums are closed systems, toxins from decaying food and fish waste, aka poop, quickly build up in the water. Even if you have a great filtration system, you'll still need to change the water in your tank on a regular basis to keep your pets healthy. It's easy to get lazy about doing your water changes after a few months or years, but poor animal husbandry is the most common reason for tanks to crash and fish to die. You can learn more about goldfish care and setting up a goldfish tank at our website, tankarium.com. We hope you've enjoyed the show and feel inspired to start or upgrade your goldfish aquarium. Goldfish make excellent and fascinating aquatic pets, and if you follow our advice, you may just be headed for the next world record. You don't have to be an expert or invest millions to have a beautiful aquarium, and we're going to show you how to do it this season here on the Tankarium. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our show.